Imagine walking down a quiet street in a very wealthy area. Think about places like Greenwich or Palo Alto. A sleek Porsche 911 pulls up beside the sidewalk and someone steps out. Instinctively, you might assume that person is extremely wealthy, perhaps a billionaire or at least someone worth hundreds of millions. But now look closely at what they're wearing. Surprisingly, it's usually nothing flashy, maybe a simple navy cashmere sweater, plain jeans that look almost generic, and a pair of comfortable sneakers without any visible branding. At first glance, they might even seem a bit ordinary, like a suburban dad heading to the hardware store rather than someone who could buy the whole block. Now picture a completely different scene. You're walking through a busy shopping mall in a middle-class suburb, or maybe scrolling through the social media feed of an influencer who appears to be living a glamorous life online. You notice someone who clearly wants to look rich. Their outfit is impossible to ignore. They're wearing a belt with a huge gold buckle showing the designer's name, a t-shirt with a bright brand logo stretched across the chest, and a handbag covered in repeating monograms so bold it practically demands attention. Why is there such a striking difference between these two situations? Why do people who truly have immense wealth often dress quietly, while those chasing the image of wealth tend to display it loudly? This contrast reveals the fascinating idea of loud luxury versus quiet luxury, a status game that many people play without even realizing it. The luxury industry has successfully convinced millions that wearing a giant logo signals success, but the truth is often the opposite. If someone can read the brand name from several steps away, chances are the wearer is not the owner of the brand. They're simply paying the brand to advertise it. In fact, people frequently spend hundreds or even thousands of dollars to act as unpaid billboards for fashion companies. Over the last decade, researchers studying the sociology of wealth have explored why people buy expensive items they can barely afford just to impress others. The answer often comes down to insecurity and social signaling. In the past, humans displayed status through achievements, being the best hunter or the strongest leader. Today, status is often signaled through consumption. Interestingly, truly wealthy individuals often communicate status in subtle ways: the precise tailoring of a suit, the quality of fabric, or a rare watch recognized only by collectors. This understated approach is what people call quiet luxury. Meanwhile, aspirational consumers frequently rely on loud, logo-heavy products because those items are instantly recognizable. Brands understand this psychology perfectly. That's why many luxury companies create entry-level items: logo shirts, belts, hats, and accessories. These pieces are inexpensive to manufacture but sold at enormous markups because customers are paying for the brand image, not the materials. The smartest way to escape this cycle is to shift focus from symbols of wealth to actual wealth. Instead of spending money on status items, investing in assets, stocks, businesses, or property builds real financial security over time. True confidence doesn't come from a logo on a shirt. It comes from knowing your financial foundation is strong. In the end, real status isn't about appearing rich. It's about ownership, independence, and the freedom that comes with genuine wealth.